As we inch closer to the worldwide premiere of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Illumination and Universal Pictures have finally dropped the final trailer for the movie, and we were blown away by the clip. Unlike the first trailer, the final trailer sheds a bit more light on what to expect, and after watching it, we're glad to tell Mario fans that things are looking up for the movie. With the final trailer coming in under 2 minutes, Nintendo fans everywhere would agree that it is loaded with secrets that regular viewers might miss. That is why we're making this video to help our viewers identify the secrets hidden in plain sight. We live and breathe to make compelling videos on TV shows and animated movies, so make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our videos.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Unlike the first trailer, which tries to take things slow, the Super Mario Bros. Final trailer throws the viewers into the action with a scene that shows Luigi's predicament. From the first trailer, we know that Luigi is captured by Bowser, but here we see the green cloth plumber being kept in a cage dangling from some lava. As Luigi looks down, we see moving platforms which are reminiscent of the clown cars that allow enemies to move above lava in the Super Mario game. Luigi isn't Bowser's only captive, as a quick look around reveals other characters, particularly a baby Luma with sadistic thoughts. For those who don't know, the Lumas are a species of star-like creatures present in the Super Mario world, and they are much like power stars that grant players special abilities. Lumas first appeared in Super Mario Galaxy, and they are often associated with Rosalina, who adopted all the Lumas in their universe. The presence of a baby Luma is a good sign that we may be seeing Rosalina in the movie or its sequel. From all the footage we've seen, it doesn't look like they play an important role in the movie, but maybe she could star as a side character.
I'm not afraid. I'll do anything for my brother.
We're going to save him.
After watching the scene with Luigi dangling over the lava, we were able to make out the other prisoners in their cages, and it's a diverse bunch. First off, we have the totally adorable blue penguins who share a cage with their king. We believe Bowser took them prisoner after conquering their kingdom, and from the frowns on their faces you can tell that they hate King Koopa. Next up, we spot some Goombas in a stage, which seems odd because later on in the movie we learn that the Goombas are part of Bowser's army, so maybe they somehow angered the fiery king? The last prisoner we could spot were some dry bones hanging out in a cage like Luigi. Dry bones are skeletal Koopa troops that first made an appearance in Super Mario Bros. 3. These little annoying critters are enemies of the Plumber Brothers, so their incarceration makes no sense, but from the little that we've seen of Bowser, he looks like a king that imprisons his subjects on a whim, so it doesn't sound that far-fetched.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
We already know that Bowser raises an army to defeat Princess Peach and conquer her kingdom, and in the final trailer we finally see all the regimes in King Koopa's army. The first troop to step into the light is the blue-shelled paratrooper, and it looks like he is a general of the Koopa Troopers. Next up, we have a close-up of the tenacious Goombas, and we can see that one can't even stop chewing on its friend. Moving on, we see the signature Spinies, but Bowser somehow forgets their names, which makes for a killer joke. Even though Bowser doesn't mention the piranha plant, they feature prominently in several shots of the final trailer, so maybe King Koopa doesn't consider them troops. Finally, we see the notorious Sledge and Hammer Bros brandishing their weapons on choice.
My army! Koopas! Goombas! Whatever those things are!
As the trailer progresses, we see Mario and Peach move past an area with greenery and a cannon on a rock hill. For those of us who have spent a lot of time in the Mario franchise, the scenery kind of reminds us of Bob on Battlefield, an iconic world from the Super Mario 64 world. Next up, we get a look inside Peach's castle, and as she assembles her subjects, we can see a painting on the wall that looks like a snow area, which makes us believe that it's a reference to a cool mountain, which is another stage level from the fan-favorite Super Mario 64. The trailer quickly takes us to a desert-like region that reveals pyramids floating upside down in the clouds, just like a level from the game. With the appearance of this, it's clear that the producers want the fans to look at these worlds and feel right at home.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Later on in the trailer, we see that Bowser's army has attacked the Mushroom Kingdom, and Mario is forced to protect his new friends. We see Mario and Donkey Kong teaming up to take down some Koopa Troopers, and it is an amazing sight sight to behold. Mario kicks over a question block to DK, and for the first time in the Super Mario's franchise history, we see a Donkey Kong empowered by a fire flower. With his new power, Donkey Kong gains a new color scheme that looks like it was taken out of a superhero anime. As if that wasn't enough, Mario also eats a super mushroom that gives the plumber new powers, and they jump into action. The movie suddenly changes perspective to 2D, and die-hard fans of the franchise get to experience full-blown nostalgia with the scene that takes inspiration from all the 2D games Nintendo has made over the years. The fight scene is elevated further with the sound effects heard anytime Mario or Donkey Kong interacts with enemies. Seeing Mario team up with Donkey Kong wasn't on the list of things we expected when we first got word of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but now that we've seen it, we just can't stop thinking about it.
You asked for it! This is fun!
We knew the movie producers were going to lean hard into all things Mario, but we never expected a badass scene of Mario, Toad, and Peach making their karts for a showdown on the road. The trailer shows the characters looking on as their karts are being built, and if you look close enough, you can even spot 3 slots under the building stage. And this is a clear reference to how you make your kart in Super Mario 8. After they finish building their karts, we see that Bowser's army also got to build their karts, and it all leads to a chaotic battle on Rainbow Road. Mario's kart is soon blown up, and the plumber finds a way to get back into the race by stealing a kart from a Koopa trooper.
We will destroy the Mushroom Kingdom!
Doubling back to the race on Rainbow Road reveals a whole lot of secrets that anyone could miss if they weren't paying attention. For instance, we see Mario's tires in a sideways position much like the anti-gravity mode from Mario Kart games. In keeping in tone with the movie, after Mario's kart gets destroyed by some missiles, it makes the brick destruction sound that we are so used to hearing from the 2D games. With his kart destroyed, Mario makes his way to an enemy's kart, and the way he hangs on to it is reminiscent of Mario Kart Double Dash. After he takes out the driver, he holds onto the Koopa shell just like you would before throwing items in the game.
Meow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now you die.
Mario has been in so many games and across so many genres, and there is plenty of source material for Illumination to pull from. Fans weren't too happy about Chris Pratt voicing Mario, but the trailers have somehow quelled their anger, and it has really drummed up the hype of the movie. The Super Mario Bros. Movie comes out on April 5th, 2023, and it promises to be a gamer's delight from what we've seen so far. Are you guys looking forward to when the movie premieres in cinemas later this year? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm not afraid. I'll do anything for my brother.
We're going to save him.